Good morning. Good early morning, shall I say. Yes, much earlier than normal. The reason I'm up earlier than normal is I've got my dentist tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, which I've got to get a train at 8:30. And let's be honest with you, I don't normally get out of bed until a bit later than that. So I've been getting up incrementally earlier each day in order not to have too much of a shock. So it's just gone 9 at the moment now. Not normally out this time on a Sunday, but I am. Now I'm not 100% sure what exactly I'm going to do about tomorrow's video, because I want to do a video every single day, as you know. However, very early start, the fact I won't have any teeth in at all, and also the fact that I don't really want to take my new phone over with me when I'm going to be under sedation and completely out of it. So I might not film going over tomorrow, but I've got some plans and I've got something in mind that I can do. So there will be a video tomorrow, but it won't be a particularly eventful one. Therefore, let's make the most of today. So, plans for the day. Well, off to Polly Step attraction via the Pothole, Teignmouth's new tourist attraction, and round the Backbeach Way. Got a then and now at the Ness if the tide is in the right position. If not, we'll leave that for another day. A few things in the back of my mind I can try and do, so we'll just see where the day takes us. Good old St James's, still there. Ahead of me is the back of the Blue Anchor and the back of the Team Brewery, and this is a road that leads down to the potholes. And as you can see, it's pretty much Pothole City itself. Come to Teignmouth, see the potholes. Oh yes, make a nice postcard, wouldn't it? And there indeed is the Pothole in the glorious morning sunshine. What a beautiful pothole. In fact, this is such a tourist attraction, I'll show you something new. Another one a bit further along. Mini one there, someone's trying to fill in. And another one there. So we've got one or two potholes. And there we are. I didn't do that, honestly. That just sums it up, doesn't it? Sums it up. Couldn't make it up. That's new. Good job it's Sunday, meaning I'm actually allowed to take a picture of it. It's good. Large shipping, the Westerall, but we'll have a closer look at that later from the other side where I can get a better shot of it. Still very early down here at Polly Steps even. Seems almost different with the lack of activity. There's lots of cars here but no people. Normally there's loads of people and not a lot of cars. Shoulden Bridge still standing. There at the other end, right in the centre now, St Peter's Church, Shoulden. Just learnt that for certain recently. I try to avoid using names of places if I'm not 100% sure, but yes, St Peter's. Train! First one of the day. Stroke and stroke and stroke. I think if I went out doing that, I'd have a stroke. Well done, lads. Fitter than I am, even with all the walking. And a handful of seagulls on that boat. Well, certainly no secret tunnel activity today. As you can see, I can't even get along the beach to even look at to see if I can get through the tunnel. So that's out the window, never mind. Plenty of other stuff planned up in the back of my head. Just got to do what I can when I can do it. Right, well that was Polly Steps this morning, onwards towards the fish quay. That was nice, just seen a friend of mine that I haven't seen since just before COVID started. So that's a long time, isn't it? 22? Yeah, I'm not 22, 20. Anyway, she's fine, it's good. Said hello, didn't chat for long, she's out running with a group of people. Fair play. Some sort of large group activity going on there with coffees and teas and catering. That's what the noise was. You heard people talking behind me just now. There we go, as promised. That's the Mary S. And behind it, Westerall in Teignmouth Docks. Lovely. There's the group activity I was on about. The wisteria appears to be fading already, which is an awful shame, but that's nature. That there, the very dark ship with the mast right in the centre, is the Seabird. And the reason I'm showing that is that's the one that we've been watching a chap repair all winter. Had it on the side on the beach here. I've filmed it many times. We've been painting it, patching it, doing all sorts of things to it. And there it is now. And he's flying my flag, promoting Beautification Teignmouth at the top of his mast, which is lovely. Pair of boobs on that door. I know it's nearly summer, but oh, shocking. Walking along the back of Powderham Terrace now. That's on my left, and over on the right, little terrace down there leading to the beach. Some nice private houses on the right. That corner one has just been sold, and on the right now we have Leander Court, which is the over 50s, not sheltered, but you know, mature people only. That's where the Morgan Giles shipyard was. There's a ferry arriving. And the tide is pretty high here on the back beach, very high actually. So I somewhat doubt I'm going to be able to do my then and now, but we'll see. Can't get this one exactly because the shape of the beach has changed slightly since 1905, but we're focusing on the Ness, we're focusing on the Ness Hotel, and we're going back to 1905. Here you go. Well, that's it today. Wide angle, and again in 1905. Lovely. Can't walk along there today. Don't fancy wet feet, sorry. Steps are still closed. No idea why still. No idea. And no beach today. Captain's table, busy. See people in there through the windows. And there is the top of the cinema, where I was lucky enough to go a few days ago. If you haven't seen that, check out the video, it's on this channel. Lovely view. In fact, I didn't realise it was going to be quite such a spectacular view. It's fantastic. Thank you, Nigel. Anyway, panning along, Halula Bar there. And that outdoor seating area is part of the pavilions with the view restaurant, which is upstairs and downstairs there. Carrying along, we've got Courtney Place with various guest houses and hotels. There's the doctors up the end there, the den surgery. Other ice cream hut. The Bella Vista, as was, with St Michael's Church in the background. There's Cliff Walk with the Lido to the left there, due to open at the end of this month. And carrying on along, we've got the seawall with, of course, Spray Point in the centre. Going round even further, we've got the Parson and the Clark Rocks there, and Dawlish Warren, and Exmouth right over there in the distance, but this zoom isn't going to cut it. And the same look in the other direction. Got the Royal Hotel there, or the Royal Flats I should say, Royal Court. There's the Captain's Table, Old Beachcomber, Bay Hotel, blue. Powderham Terrace, that was hit by bombs in the war. I've got some shots of that which we'll do at some point. There is the lighthouse, lovely. And we look across the river now to Shoulden. There's the Ness House Hotel Bar. And finally, the Ness. Of course, we can carry on looking around on this beautiful clear day, almost all the way to Torquay. Perfect.
Come right over here and play ring toss.
And there's a few stalls on the den, doing some fundraising for the lifeboats and Teignmouth Pride. Table for one, says Mr. Seagull at the Halula Bar. Some brave swimmers. Beach Court used to be Beach Hotel. Here it is, many, many years ago. So that was Beach Hotel. Right by the beach. Of course, all this wall wasn't here. Just went straight down onto the beach. (1892) 2005. Me alone. Dawlish Road. Catholic Church up on the left, and United Reformed Church right there. And there we go, another walk comes to an end. So I got me appointment from the operation tomorrow, very, very early, so I may not make a video, but I will put something up for tomorrow's entry in my ongoing daily journal of my life, which I can look back upon one day. And thanks for joining me on my walks, thanks for joining me in my life, and it's much appreciated. See you tomorrow, take care, bye.